Hi, and welcome back to the Mods Podcast. On today's episode, our moderators summarize the events of 2020, experiment with the new Unban Request function, and give their input on what makes a successful streamer. So grab your sword and ready your band hammer, because it's time to defend the stream.
Yeah, it's been so long since we did the modcast, I forgot where we left off. I believe we were doing the 20 questions.
Yeah, that was the last one. We did the 20 questions.
Yeah.
Getting to know the mods.
Uh-huh. And like right now, we basically get to do our 2020 in review point right now. It felt like one thing after another. And then it was like all within the same month too. Like we started out, we were all like in quarantine. It was whatever. And then Black Lives Matter hit. And then right after Black Lives Matter, it was like within 2 weeks, we had these sexual harassment, sexual assault cases that blew up. That it essentially like started the big blow up on Twitch. And then we had the DMCA apocalypse part 1.
I know shortly after the sexual harassment thing, that's when the petition was born, and to help clarify things for body painters and other streamers as far as what is TOS and what needs to be done and how we can better things.
And in between all that, Corona would pop up. Don't forget, I'm still here.
Oh, yeah.
It was definitely a chaotic year.
Agreed.
Canceling holidays, tons of fun stuff.
Yep. And we're sitting in the middle of DMCA round 2, DMCA apocalypse part 2 of 2020 right now.
Quarantine part, what are we at, 7, 8, 9?
I don't even know for the U.S. I don't even know if in the U.S. you could technically say that we've had a lockdown one.
I don't think so.
Not consistent.
I think we were asked to stay inside, but most of us didn't understand. We thought they meant go outside and interact with everybody and not wear a mask.
I think Illinois was technically on a lockdown, but not really.
But it was, like I say, it was quite the year. And
oh yeah, Mixer. We forgot to talk about Mixer going down too.
Oh yeah,
Mixer died.
Completely forgot about that. Holy shit.
Mixer became, is it Facebook Gaming, I believe?
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, we almost lost TikTok for all the people in America.
True.
Yes, it was for sure a very eventful year. A lot of crazy things happened. 2020 is right around the corner. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, we're going to start over.
Yay!
The longest year, part 2.
I've been brainwashed. Yeah, 2020 is right around the... I did it again. I'm just going to listen to y'all.
2021 is right around the corner.
Fucking Groundhog's Day. That's what it is.
His mind is still frazzled from not being on Twitch.
Yeah, so I decided to take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, vacations are nice.
Yeah, I think in the last modcast had the new mod tools and mod view. Have we touched on that?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Okay.
I think I had also done an entire video just on mod tools.
Yeah, you did a YouTube video. I remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, one new thing that rolled out, I don't believe we had discussed. Now we get to deal with unban appeals.
Oh, yeah. Talk about that a little bit, because I actually don't know much about that process. I haven't really looked at that. How does that work?
Me neither, because I'm mobile, so I never see them.
Well, on PC, in ModView, when someone has been banned from a stream, they can now file an appeal and give a reason to why it was a mistake, or to say they're sorry, or just to become unbanned. And that when someone files an appeal, it'll pop up on the taskbar there, and you'll see the entire message history from the person, and you'll see their unbanned appeal, and you'll be able to approve or deny it, and also leave a comment as to why the decision was made to approve or deny them. And on one hand, it is there are some positives for it, because sometimes, especially in fast-moving streams, if a hate raid or troll raid comes in, sometimes people accidentally get banned, and that can be if they file an appeal, we can see, oh, yeah, you were caught in the crossfire and we didn't get a chance to correct it, and we can correct it then. However, a lot of people are using that feature to continue harassing people, or harassing the streamer and or mods or whoever else.
Huh. Does anybody know, like, how obvious is the unban option?
That I am unaware of because I've never been banned, so I've never needed to file an unban appeal. However, that is an experiment we could do at a later time, and just ban me, and we'll see what I can, or where that option is, and go from there.
Can I do it? Can I ban him?
I mean, he can't do anything in my chat. You're gonna have to do this in somebody else's chat. Or else we're gonna have to wait like until next year to see if his account works.
I am more than willing to file that. However, David is on mobile, so he will not see that appeal.
I won't see it.
But yeah, in my from what I've seen with the unban appeal feature, it's for the most part it's been a negative thing, because I've seen people posting that a seal art or whatever of genitalia and whatnot, and they'll get banned, and their appeal will be, I'm sorry, or another genitalia picture or something. Or I've seen some where the person that was banned was blatantly racist or saying things that should never be said, and they're when they file the appeal, they're allowed to just continue that harassment, and it can be kind of detrimental, because in those cases they were banned for a reason. They know what they did, but they continued it, and that feature forces the streamer or mod to relive that experience. And if it's continuing the harassment, it can definitely be a bad thing.
Dave, do you want to ban me on Geeky's channel? I want to see her. I kind of want to see her freak out too.
We can
do it. I'm sitting there. I want to see what this.
You gotta say. You have to say something though. I'm on mobile. Remember, I can't go to a list.
Okay. What? I don't even know what to say.
Call me a jerk.
Ban me.
Call me a jerk or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is happening live.
I'm gonna make you look like a dick. How about that? Dave is the best.
This is purely.
Oh, hey. Okay. So you're banned from chat. Comes up like all of my chat is gone. You're banned from chat. You're unable to participate in this channel's chat until moderator unbans you. View details, and then it says this channel is not accepting unban requests.
Oh yeah, she turned them off.
Okay, good to know. Okay, cool. So yeah, it'll be very apparent then. It is literally in your face, right there. No access to chat. That's cool. Cool.
And someone unbanned you before I could too.
Cool. Okay, so we've seen that now. That's cool. Hey, John.
Hi. Hello, John.
We were doing our Twitch 2020 recap of coronavirus, Black Lives Matter, sexual harassment and assault, DMCA Part 1, more coronavirus, DMCA Part 2.
Well, I wanted to say hi, see how you guys are doing.
Okay. Well.
Yes, we were just trying an experiment with the new mod view, whether or not the ban appeals would be something that's easy to find or not. And apparently the experiment was a semi-fail, because the stream that Buddha was unfortunately banned in was not accepting appeals.
But the button was right there. I mean, like, the thing that I think makes it stand out is the fact that now you can't even see chat when you're banned.
Yep.
Yeah, before you can be banned and still watch, or at least read.
Yeah. So now it just kicks you out of chat, and then you don't have any. The button will be there if you can unban appeal, or it's just not. So.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So one more thing for mods to ignore.
Yeah.
Yes. And like I say, I believe when the unban request is approved or denied, there is the option to send them a message as to why the decision went the way it did. And I believe the person gets whispered that reason. And
Probably.
I believe, but like I say, it's all hearsay, and until further research has been done, that's the best I can offer. But like I say, it is a double-edged sword whether or not it's a viable thing or if it's just another way for trolls to continue to harass streamers and moderators. Because I believe streamers and moderators are the only ones that can see them, which is the same with automated message. But you also must be on PC to be able to see those requests and automods and whatnot.
This actually kind of leads pretty well into a question that I got from somebody who did not want me to share their name because they thought that they thought that it might upset people. But the question that I got was, is there a point that we coddle the streamer too much that they cannot handle any negativity? I don't know if I agree with the terming of saying that we coddle people, but I think that there's kind of a valid point to the question, which is a little bit like, is there a level that you guys think, and I have my own opinions on this, but is there a level that you guys think that streamers should be, as a new streamer, especially because we deal with a lot of new streamers, especially this year, is there a level that they should be allowed to be exposed to dealing with trolls on their own before the mods kind of take over that heavy duty? Or is it better that they get set up for success and positivity right off the bat?
I think that dealing with trolls is one step towards getting success. If you can't deal with a troll and it puts a kibosh on your atmosphere or how you're feeling, that's not going to be good for your stream. You got to develop a thick skin. And a lot of the newer streamers, just some of the ones that I know, they have gone through that because they didn't really have mod in the beginning, or like they modded their friends because they didn't know anyone, and it's just learning through trial by error. So they dealt with a lot of trolls, and they saw it, they dealt with it. Some of them still struggle with it. But to me, dealing with trolls and having to suffer through them is part of growing as a streamer. It's part of being a streamer. It's going to happen. And you could have the best mods in the world. There's still someone going to get through every once in a while.
That brings up the point of being able to moderate your own chat, because there will be times when you won't have a mod available. So if the situation arises, you have to be able to take care of that yourself. And it's a learning experience, and it'll help you know what you do or do not want on your stream. But like I say, as mods, we can't be expected to hold the streamer's hand the entire time and, oh, this person hurt your feelings, we'll take care of it, don't worry, you just keep doing you. I mean, there is a point where we have to step in and do our jobs as mods, but the streamer needs some of that trolls to be able to better themselves, because in the game of life, not everything is peaches and roses. I mean, there's going to be negativity and hard falls and speed bumps to get over. That's a part of growing, and if you've been handed everything, it's hard to actually grow if everything's being done for you.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, you have to know how to deal with it. I think that a streamer is responsible for their own security when it comes to that, even offline too. I think you should be able to basically cover your own backside on everything. Because like MrPike said, if there could be a time where, you're going to be flying solo, you're not going to have any mods. So basically learning how to work without a net is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I agree with all of that. I really do. I feel like I know where this question came from. And I don't know if their sentiment. It's kind of why, like, I don't know if coddled was the right word or anything like that for this question.
Do you think overprotective might be a better terminology?
Yeah, that's
probably. I would say, yeah. I think maybe overprotective is better. To which it's like, you know, that also kind of ties into that first topic of like, you know, you get emotional when you're protective over things. When you mod, you form bonds and friendships with the people that you mod for. So, you know, it's kind of hard not to get a little bit riled up, even, you know, as long as I've been around the platform, and I still get riled up every once in a while, you know, kind of really glad that I don't really mod for anybody. Like, I'm a mod on a couple of channels, but that was more of in the moment they needed another pair of hands and the sword never got taken away kind of thing.
Kind of like Pike.
Yeah.
2-year temporary mod status.
That's kind of how I feel in a certain stream.
Because I know it's it can be a double-edged sword, because like in our cases, I mean, we've all modded together and been really good friends for multiple years now. And it's on one hand, we kind of want to protect the streamer and the stream and everything. But it's still a matter of we can't allow our emotions to get into this. And I mean, in one sense, it could be taken in like a job form of view, because you're there to do this or X, Y, Z, and friendship with the streamer or the rest of the chat, it needs to be put aside, and you need to do what's right for the stream sense and try not to allow emotions to take over you. Because I mean, we've all seen where someone will come into chat and just be extremely disrespectful, and there are streamers that are more than happy to put the trolls in their place and let them know what they're doing is wrong and try to convert them or make them see the other side of the story. And in those cases, we need to allow that to happen, because that'll help the streamer grow, and it'll help the stream and everything grow. And like I say, just we have to make sure to keep our emotions in check.
Yeah, I look at there needs to be a balance to that. You know, sometimes there's going to be some people that you're going to come in and, like you said, are going to be that way. And let the streamer, you know, try to persuade them. But if, you know, they keep going that way, then you get rid of them. I don't want to use the ban button as a crutch. I want the streamer to be able to take care of themselves too, you know.
Yep. Because, yeah, like I say, well, I mean, we can't be there to hold the streamer's hand. That's not, that shouldn't be our job as mods. We're there to make sure TOS is followed and to keep things running smoothly. And like I say, occasionally we'll have the troublemaker that will need to be put in their place, but it can't be that emotional response. It has to be a fair judgment.
So it's kind of a follow-up. I know that we talked about this a little bit in the first season, but just as like a follow-up, again, do you guys find it hard to keep track of what's allowed where, like at what severity or haste you need to act on things in different channels, especially since the last time that we spoke, there were far fewer streams that needed that you guys had taken up as mods. Is there a difficulty to keeping it straight? Like, you know, between how, I guess I would say like my stream is a lot more lax versus somebody who, you know, really doesn't tolerate much of anything and is very strict and prefers a very specific and kind of neat chat. Whereas me, on the other hand, I'm sitting here on Friday talking about how some kid just like is being angry. Don't ban him. His keyboard's broke. You could tell because it's in all caps, and I'd be upset too. He just needs a place to,
Well, part of it is just knowing the streamer. Like, we know how you operate. we know what you want to do, and we can tell almost by your mannerism sometimes. If you're done, if you're sick of them, they can go. And there's times where you understand if we're done or we're sick of them, we'll probably have them go. It's a mutual thing. We have a mutual understanding. And for me, I try to have that in every stream I moderate for, and to have a basic understanding of what they want and where the boundaries are. And some of them it's the same, some of them it's different. And a lot of it's just knowing the streamer. For all the streams I mod for, I was a viewer long before I was a mod. So I had gotten to know them, and I already had a feel for the stream. So once I was modded, it was just kind of carrying on from what I already knew. And at this point, when I get modded or asked to be a mod, I'm told, you know what you're doing. We trust your judgment. Do what you feel is best, and this is what we like. Roll with it. So it's kind of different now than it was, say, a year and a half ago for me.
Yeah, because everyone's stream is going to be modded differently, because some of them, they're a little more relaxed on the rules. Some of them, it's family friendly. If it won't get done or said in a Disney movie, they don't want it done or said in their chat. But that's part of getting to know the streamer and how they would like things run, and having a one-on-one conversation with them and their other mods to know exactly how they want things done. And that way you're not considered going off the end of the handle and jumping to conclusions and doing things that shouldn't be done. But like David had mentioned, we've modded for so many people lately that people have seen the way we mod, and for the most part, if we're asked to be a mod for them, they've seen what we do in the chats we mod, and they're receptive of that, and they can feel free to trust us. But it's still nice to have that one-on-one to truly know what the ground rules are.
Thank you for listening to the Mods Podcast. We have new episodes every Thursday on YouTube. Leave a comment below if you have any questions for the mods. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to support the project. Our mod team can be found as D Pigment, MrPike1, Orkblight2879, and Leon Hart on Twitch, where they moderate for the Bad Luck Buddha. So stop by, say hi, and let us know what topics you want to hear about in the future.